All right, we are here at Ashburton. I get told off for having people laughing. Jeff Mclaughlin has joined me, and I'm going to call you the GM for the one time anyway, but the General Manager here at Ashburton. Firstly, thank you for joining me.
No worries at all, Paul.
We're at the back of the races. You're a bit untimely, isn't it? I've come across here to do some photos. You're walking across on the phone, and I managed to be able to pin you just for a bit of a chat. But I want to say, firstly, well done for what you guys are doing here from a harness point of view anyway, and as an Australian seeing these training centres and seeing them changing and developing as they're going across.
Look, we've got to, Paul. You know, we can't just keep doing what we've been doing.
Yep.
You know, it's important. We've got a new barn underway for whites there. If we can get more people interested in coming here, yes, we'll certainly look at putting more barns up, you know.
Yeah, a 14-horse barn there for Brent and Tim. They're having a crack. They've got horses. And it's so reciprocal because they actually then employ people. They've got Kimberly, but Sarah Riley, you know, born and bred, I think here or in and around this area, and she doesn't have doesn't have to move away. Like she's able to stay here, you know, in her hometown and be a part of it. So there is so many spin-offs of that.
Yeah, look, it flows on. You know, it's better for us. Look, you know, it's easy for us as a financial point of view to have no one here. You know, training centres don't pay, you know, but we've got to be involved. You know, and we do subsidise it, we understand that. But the board are committed to keeping that going, and we need them here.
Yeah. It's interesting that they don't pay. They probably don't, as you say, don't pay maybe directly to the club.
No.
But there are the spin-offs.
Yes.
The feed store, you've got a feed store on the track. I mean, the feed stores, you know, the local pubs, people staying, you know, like things like those. Don't giggle about the pubs. What I meant is more people go there and have a feed. The other part's a spin-off side of that, though.
Exactly. On race day it does it. So it flows through. And we want to be a part of that, and we want to be involved.
And then you have people come to the races because they know, you know, Brent and Timmy, because they had tea with them last night, so then they'll come and watch their horses race.
Yeah, dead right. And I mean, they're out here on the weekend watching them train. You know, it flows on. I mean, as I said, we need to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's not always about measuring the dollar. Johnny Morrison, he's got 7 new barn boxes as well, so I mean, he's happy with that, and that fits his size. I don't think he wants to be as big as Brent and Timmy yet. He might want to eventually, but right at the minute where he's at, and he and Nicole, and they're going great. And that actually fits him as well.
Well, it does, and Jared O'Reilly down the other end there as well. You know, we've done up the old boxes down that corner. But there's plenty of room. If we had, you know, firm offers of people that want to come here, we would look at putting more barns up.
Which that part excites me. When I said that to you just here before, I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, no, look, as I say, we've got to be involved, you know.
I talk harness racing most of the time, but the thoroughbred guys, and I spoke to a couple of them, hardy breed down here. I was walking across the ground, it was like concrete, it was that frozen, and I said, oh, good frost today, and he's like, oh, no, it's not that bad, but the galloping guys and the trotting guys seem to be working together as well.
Well, we are, though. They've got a lot better relationship than what they did have. I'm actually out there just to go out and patch the track with a couple down the back straight at the moment for an hour. They are working together. They understand that they don't succeed by themselves. It's got to be a joint. We're a dual code track, and if we can be a tri-code track with the dogs later on, we'll stick our hands up for that as well.
Yeah, and that's been entertaining. You know, they're changing some few things up. I know there's been discussions. I've heard, you know, preliminary discussions. I won't hold you to it, but you know, it could be exciting for Ashburton.
Oh, I think it's going to be very exciting for Ashburton. I mean, our core business is race day, race horses. So we've just got to be as good as we can be.
I've been lucky enough to come down for two cup days, if you like. Kaikoura is noted. A lot of the Australians know. I don't think as many know as they probably should, but the Kaikoura is the weekend before. But on the Thursday of Cup Week is Ashburton, and I was lucky enough the first time I come, someone said, oh, we're going to Ashburton. I was like, oh yeah, okay, we'll go to Ashburton. Mate, this is a great place. One, if it's cold and that, your grandstand is outstanding, and I can say that, like upstairs you've got the great armchairs and everything else like that. The history that's down in that cafe, and then just such a great place to just watch races and enjoy races on the Thursday of what's one of the greatest harness weeks in racing.
The upstairs stand in the members area, what we call the members area, it's open to the public, it's open to everyone.
I was going to say, I got in there. It's a hidden gem, you know. It's behind glass. You're right over the birdcage. You know, you can touch the bloody track. You know, basically. And we've got new heat pumps. We're making a new function room in there. The kitchens are getting upgraded.
we understand we've got to make it as nice as we can, and we don't want to. We're not following anyone. We've got to stand on our own 2 feet and put our own mark on it, and we want this to be as nice as it can and be as comfortable as for people to come and enjoy themselves.
It was the first year. I won't name their names, but I do know a couple of Aussies that must have had a pretty tough weekend because those armchairs got them. They went to sleep.
It wouldn't be the first and it won't be the last.
One of them's name's Brad, but we won't go there. I think he might live here, but he might have a bit of an Australian touch to him, but I did actually see his eyes closed. The racetrack itself, the track is outstanding. The way harness racing changes now with speed, this is one of the fastest tracks on the Southern Island, and it can attract horses, and you guys like those short distance racing as well.
We like short distance racing, but we actually changed our philosophy on track preparation, especially with the new caretaker we've got. We understand that it's important that these horses back up.
Yep.
They just can't. They can't come here and then not race for 3 weeks. So that just is detrimental of the industry. So we understand. So we have plenty of cushion on it. We resurface it once a year now at great cost. But we understand, that
It sounds beautiful. I'm listening to horses go. That's a beautiful sound, isn't it?
Exactly. And they'll still run home in 55.
Yep.
And a good horse will do that every day of the week down here,
Yep.
But we understand that they have to be able to back up and go to Rangor or Addington, wherever the next assignment is.
The Ashburton Flying Stakes, though, it's one of those races. I know a lot of people want to win it. They like having it on their CV.
Look, it's a cracker. And that whole day on Labour
Yep.
Monday is now with the Sire Stakes heats and that. It's just a sensational day.
And I must say, watching it last year from Australia, the trackside guys, they did an amazing job. The drone footage, I do get frustrated. Sometimes I reckon they could get off the drone footage a little bit earlier so you could see it. But it's not all about me and us traditionalists that want to see them side on. I think as a spectacle, that was brilliant.
As a spectacle, it is great. I understand it can be off-putting to go from one shot to the other, but no, it's great. And look, the more Aussies that can come over for our race and then go on to the Cup,
Yep.
it's fabulous for the industry.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's what I'm about, trying to make the industry smaller, not bigger, make it smaller. I know the guys with Not As Promised stayed here last year. Is that something that the club might try and encourage as more people to be aware that we're only an hour up the road to Addington, which was probably an hour and 20 to be, precise, but it's an easy drive.
Oh, it's an easy drive. It's a straight drive. I mean, and if the trainers here have got spare room, I know for the gallopers we always offer an overnighter for the ones that come from Southland, especially if they're racing here.
Yep.
But certainly, if any of your trainers want to come over and team up with one of the boys, I'm sure there's a box there for them.
Yeah, and the exciting part, as you said there, you're going to build more stables anyway, so that'll give more opportunity as well. The recent announcements from Entain, Harness Racing New Zealand, the Sire Stakes Board, everyone getting involved. How did the club feel? View that and feel with those.
Look, any increase is welcomed.
Yep.
Across the board.
Yep.
They can't forget about the wee bloke that's out here today trolling the horse that's maybe got one horse. I mean, all those good horses will get to that level.
Yep.
The good horse is the easy horse to look after.
Yep.
So it's the bloke with his maiden that will struggle to win the maiden that we've got to look after.
Yeah, but that's what I think that Thursday meeting you've got $17,000 lower class races. That's a huge opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Peter Larkin from our club's worked very, very hard on that. Yep. It's given a point of difference for that day, and I think that'll make that day.
Yeah, it will indeed. Mate, I've been here a couple of times, love it. I love how they say it's not that bad, and yet, like I said, it was like concrete. It's not now. Even this gallop track feels good underfoot, I must say. But it is recurring. It's a beautiful spectacle too. The snow-capped mountains over the back. It's just brilliant. I'm taking some photos. I bet you that my camera work's not good enough. It won't do it justice. But it's a great part of the world, and I want more people to come here and appreciate it and see it for what it really is.
We'll jump up in the stand, take some photos out of that behind the glass. You just, it rivals anything.
Yeah, totally agree. I might do that. Actually, I'm going over there in a sec, so I might do that. So, great, thank you. This is dead set. One of those things you'll walk along on the phone, and I'm like, I reckon he looks official, so I'll ask him, and I have indeed. Thank you very much, and well done to Ashburton and all the committee and everyone else. There'll be so many people that are doing so much behind the scenes but I think this is what harness racing needs: these sorts of places to get young people into the game, keep them in the game, but then also, Brent I can say he's no spring chicken. We're a similar age, and be able to keep him in the game as well and keep him excited about it. So it's great what you guys are doing. Well done.
No, thank you.
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much.